You are now watching Pan in Motion TV.
We're back with another episode of Pan in Motion TV. I'm your host, Kendall K. Williams, and today we have with us Michael Hospitalis, also known as Michael the Pannist.
Sure.
Yeah. How did you get into playing?
By accident.
By
Growing up back home in Trinidad, my grandmother used to send us to this bakery, Lucky's Bakery. It's a long walk, man.
Yeah.
A long walk.
Yeah.
And walking one time, just walking down the main road, and you could hear this noise up to the left side. But always, like, every time I heard it, I would want to go see what it is, but I don't get licks.
Yeah.
So one time I just said, whatever, I'm just making the left, and I made the left. And I walked in, it was Santa Cruz Panjama Spaniard, single band, really small.
Yeah.
And I walked in, that was the last year Ken Professor Fillmore was arranging for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing these people in their white pants with some Hawaiian-looking shirts and some of the straw hats. And I walked in and I jumped behind one of the bands. I started beating on it. And some dude, they call him Daddy-O, cursed me out. Curse. Yell at me, and I almost cried. I was a kid, like 5. And yeah, remember, all I remember is Fillmore came up to me, he's like, hey, if you're serious, come back tomorrow. I couldn't come back tomorrow, we didn't eat bread again for a couple of days. But yeah.
Yeah.
But once I went back, I stayed in it.
Yeah.
I stayed in it. I'm still playing today.
Nice. And in that pan yard is where you went back to?
Yeah.
Nice. So you got your start with a single pan band.
Yeah, just playing a bass. 5 notes.
Nice.
I don't remember what the 5 notes were. I think it was G, E, D at the bottom. I think it was a C and and an A, I think somewhere.
Yeah, single bass. No, that's cool. And how did you get into to playing tenor?
I felt like the bass was too easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was too easy for me, and I used to always. There's another guy in the group named Keegan Keller. He was a few years older than me, and he used to always play, and he used to always start soloing in between every song. Even sometimes he'd ruin the song by doing that.
Right.
But I always wanted to be able to do that. And I'm like, this bass only has 5 notes. I can't do that.
Right.
And I just told him, I'm like, look, I don't want to play this bass no more.
Yeah.
I don't want to play that band. Like, you're too short.
Right.
And they put a carrot case
for you to stand up on.
For me to stand up on. I could reach and started playing tenor. I was about 7 years old.
Nice.
Playing tenor,
And so all of that happened in the same pan yard in Trinidad and everything like that. That's
Pan
cool. How did you
in
get
Motion.
your start in New York? Because that's where I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with you playing pan in New York. That's when I first saw you, and I saw you with sonatas first. So how did you get your start up here?
Harmony. And I came from, when I moved here from Trinidad, my mom has a friend that knows Mike apparently from Harmony, and she told me there's a band over here,
right? And
you could play with them, and I went. Worst bus ride of my life.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was going. I just had to come up by Rat Castle, Dominica left and walk.
Yeah.
When I got there, it was nice. I played there for like 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And then I ended up going to Sonatas because my boy AJ convinced me to come to Sonatas and play. And that's the last place I played Panorama.
Right. And AJ was originally from Harmony as well, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
His dad.
Right. Because I think now that you mention Harmony, I think I may have seen you the first year in Harmony, because I played in Harmony in 2007 as well.
When I going home?
No, I think maybe it was 2008. Probably Hooked.
Yeah, I played that year too.
Right, and that was with Professor. Professor did that. Right.
Years,
Right. And that was actually my. I think that was the only time I ever played for Professor. God rest, God rest his soul, may he rest in peace.
That was a rough one.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my first time seeing you. I think Harmony.
The tall skinny man.
yeah. Yeah. How many that I remember that year actually because I remember that plenty people actually played in the band. The band was
That's
big.
a lot
Yeah, that
of
was
band there.
yeah, that was one of the biggest that I think I've ever seen Harmony. Much like, and I think even at that time, New York band because New York bands were big at that time, but I feel like something about is either Harmony or it was Professor
It was Pro.
that people
I think it was,
gravitated toward because I remember plenty people,
I think it was
plenty people, Nicky and all who just played pan. Who just played? I remember. I think he drummed that year, something, or he played pan or something. I don't remember.
Pro?
Nicky.
Nicky drummed that year.
Nicky drummed, right? Right. I think even Pra and all, you know Pra?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even Pra and all had played pan that year.
Yeah.
A few people from Pan Rebels as well. A lot of people played with Harmony
that was
that
a
year.
big band. I think it was the vibe that Not Going Home created.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Because that was like Not Going Home is what drew me to Harmony actually.
Yeah, it was the vibe that created. I think was what, that pulled people in.
Right.
And then that was his last year arranger for that band.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So recently, I know you've been doing a lot of videos, which I think has been getting some pretty good exposure from what I see.
Right.
Definitely caught my attention.
Right.
And I think you've been doing a great job with videos. I think it's especially great because I don't find a lot of people are doing it.
Right.
And usually people make videos like drummers make videos all the time. Drum into a cover. Singers as well. They like to sing over songs, but I find I don't see as many Pannists doing these types of things. So how did you get into making videos? What inspired you to start doing that, or to like what happened? What was that process like?
Just like watching TV and you see every instrument everywhere. You see the piano, you see the guitar, you see all these people. But one of my biggest inspirations, funny enough, is Carlos Santana.
Oh, nice.
Always look at how he plays the guitar. He's on stage, he's in the song playing a little riff. You're a singer, well known. You come into the song, you sing, you take the lead on the whole song, but he's featuring you. It's his song,
right?
And he's the mainstream one of that. It's his album. And I said, why can't a band do that? The band could play everything the guitar could play, could play everything the piano could play. And I feel like people need to, especially the people that are really hung up on the tradition, need to understand that the band is not a calypso and soca instrument. It's a musical instrument.
Right.
And there's no reason why when a producer is making a beat for a song, he has to go into a computer and pull up a stock sound of a band and plug it in when there's people that actually do it.
Right. And a lot of that now.
Exactly. And it's a big thing now. Like that's what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And I feel like the band deserves to be mainstream. And I feel like why not be the one to try to push it there?
Right. Good.
And that was the whole intention behind it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would start moving this fast. I thought it would gradually, over maybe a month, couple of years, I guess. It took off really quick, and I was like now trying to keep up with it.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. And so I noticed like you were doing videos. You've done quite a few videos, and then I think recent, let's say weeks, the last couple of weeks, you've started to do videos with a lot of production behind it. Specifically, I think it was the video you did with is it Mappy, right? Yeah. The violinist.
The violinist,
yeah. How did that collaboration, that project come along? Come together?
Well, that actually started back in May. And like around May, April-ish, around there, I had posted a video right in my room playing "Hello" by Kess, and a DJ from Queens, DJ Loverboy, reached out to me like, "I saw your video, I love it. I think we should do a collab or something." I'm like, let's do it. So we did a live stream on Facebook, and that turned into like some promoters reaching out to him like, "Yo, who's that?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's like my boy." And it ended up being us playing at I Love Soca in Hammerstein Ballroom in Manhattan, and Mappy was playing alongside I forgot his name, this DJ, Kevin Crown.
Right.
He was playing with Kevin Crown.
Right. I was there actually.
Yeah, right. We ran into each other there. Yes. And after the show was over, when I was picking up my pan from the stage and whatnot, I bumped into her, and we talked for a little bit, and we exchanged like Instagram and stuff. And I just said, when the opportunity comes along, we're going to work together. She said, yeah, I'm getting down for that. And some months went by. A couple of people tried to hype it up. Like people would like send us messages like, who's down for a Mappy and Michael collab?
Right.
And like so, we both would hype it up on Instagram and stuff. And then Z's came out, Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Not even the song, the instrumental came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sitting at home and I got a message from her. And she's like, hey, where are you, in New York? I'm like, yeah. She's like, all right. And then she sent me that song and she's like, we need to work on this. Mm-hmm. And she hit me up on, I think the Thursday. And we did the song on Sunday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, quick. Yeah. And that was the video and everything, production and all that?
Yeah.
Nice.
That video was done with a phone.
Wow, really? Wow. Nice.
It was a girl holding the phone.
Yeah, no, that's impressive. Yeah, that's impressive. And I mean, location and everything, that was you guys set all that up.
That's the rooftop of her building.
Wow. Wow, right. Wow. So you see how things come together? No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I really love even still, I mean, as simple as that sounds, the production behind it, the thought even behind it, because, this instrument can very much so be a career and a staple for people. People can make a living out of this. Yeah. And I think part of gaining respect for the instrument is people seeing how serious others take it, One
of the things that I felt was the most disrespectful to the instrument is every time you play it, and every time somebody hears it, oh, I remember hearing that when I came off the cruise in the Bahamas.
Right.
They can't even associate it to the right country.
Right.
Like the moment they hear, oh, you're from Jamaica?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I felt like the instrument needs to be put on the map and the right location of it needs to be represented.
Right. And I noticed when you play a lot of times you fly the Trinidad flag as sort of a...
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Like I have I actually hang one from my pan.
Right. Yeah. I've noticed that from time to time. Yeah. I think, and you actually made me aware of that when you performed for Brooklyn Steel Orchestra when they had Pannist Suite. Mm-hmm. That was earlier this year, in June or something like that. I think you had mentioned that to me that you do that. And I think that's cool. It's definitely important for people to understand where the instrument came from and give it that same respect at the same time.
Absolutely. I wore a red jacket that night for that reason. I couldn't find the flag. I think it fell off when I was getting the band ready. Right. Yeah. I just wore a red jacket. I couldn't find the flag anywhere.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And is Pan now a career for you?
I'm trying to make it that way.
You're trying to make it a career for you.
Trying to keep growing it. Trying to keep growing the movement that I'm working on right now. Because why not? Mm-hmm. Why not?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Why not? That's that's my whole thought process on everything. Why not? Mm-hmm. Why can't it be done?
Right. But how do you balance Pan with everything else that you do? I'm assuming then that by this not being your career that you work as well. Yeah. Right. How do you balance those two between working and trying to work on Pan as a career?
Well, it's at first it was harder than I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. But now that everything at first everything was happening so fast. Yeah. But now that I kind of settled into it, everything's starting to slow down. So I'm able to make time. I'm able to budget my time better.
Right.
And there were times where I would get booked for something, and because I agreed to that booking so fast, I would get another booking for the same time, the same day, and not realize. And now on the day up, I got to cancel on somebody. Mm-hmm. I can't cancel.
So you mentioned that you worked with DJ Loverboy, right? And I've also noticed he's actually been in some of your videos as well, right? Some of the video that you've been previewing on Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah. How has that relationship have that grow or build or evolve? Because I mean I've noticed y'all done quite a bit of things actually.
No, I mean there's just talent recognizing talent. Mm-hmm. And we just went from there. I mean, it was organic. It wasn't let's force this to happen. We just hit it off from the first day we hung out and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we ended up, it started off as a little mix that for some reason the computer would not render it. Mm-hmm. So that mix is still just hanging in the balance. We can still put it out at some point. Right. But then it turned into a couple of live streams on Facebook where we play for an hour or two. Right. Start getting people to pay attention to what we're trying to do. Right. It turned into playing events together like we did on the Veil Vibe boat ride. Mm-hmm. Too early in the morning. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. But yeah, we did that. We did I Love Soca. Mm-hmm. We got other things coming up. There's a show we're working on right now, trying to put together. So look out for that coming up in a few weeks, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
it's like the return to form after I broke my hand.
yeah. That was a scary time. What was the situation with your hand?
On my job,
Mm-hmm.
I broke my hand like in the back of the ambulance at work. A patient got rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, got really rowdy. And
Yeah.
ended up breaking my hand, and that broken hand happened right at like when things really just took off.
Right.
Like I had so much things coming up. Like I broke my hand that Thursday, and I had to shoot a music video that Saturday.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that I think that can always be painful, especially as a musician, and now you building this career. Your hands are very important.
Very.
Just like I'm assuming drummers, same way, their feet, their hands, all of that stuff. So think about getting those hands insured. Yeah.
For real.
What do you have coming up, project wise? What's going on?
Well, I just recorded Nailah Blackman, Iron Love, like a little less than a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put together a music video for that.
Okay.
I feel like doing Big Bad Soca was a labor of love for me, so I have to do a video for that.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of other stuff I'm trying to put together. I'm trying to work with voice. You know, then other than that, I'm also trying to like work on stuff that's not soca related.
Right.
Yeah, just trying to reach bigger audiences. You know, I'm trying to not just be. I don't want the instrument to be just associated with one culture.
Right.
You know, I want it to be. The instrument needs to be more than a party and wedding invite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
There's no reason you need to be a cocktail hour artist. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
If you do that, that's fine. You know, if that's what you're into and that's your goal for yourself, by all means. But I feel like there's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
There's bigger things to achieve with it.
Right.
And I feel like we're in the right time. Social media right now is booming. I mean, if you do nails and you put it on social media, you get enough hits on that, and all of a sudden,
people want you. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of social media now.
Yeah.
You get to use it for anything you want.
Yeah, social media, I feel is like that's like the way to go with the thing right now.
Right.
You know? Because once you keep following going and you keep the following engaged, now they don't want to just follow you through their phone. They want to see you in person.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see you in person. The more they see you in person, the more there is to share. The
Right.
more there is to share, the more there is to see.
Right.
So,
Right. No, that's great. That's great. I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah.
Taking the time out of your busy schedule because I know you're busy and I've seen you be busy. But I'm a fan. I love what you're doing.
Right.
I love the way that you're continuing to push the art form to as many people as possible. I think that's great, and that's a big part of my purpose with not just Pan in Motion TV, but the same way I'm trying to build a career for myself, for Pan, and show other people that you can do this for yourself too. You
Absolutely.
know, because you grew up in this. You know, you by 5, 6 years old, you were already in the Pan yard doing all these things, and that people. I'm sure there's young people, looking up to people like you, all these other young arrangers and young people, young panists, young players, and all these different kinds of things in the pan world, tuners, all that, and they, I'm sure they will aspire one day to be, where you are and where others are and stuff like that. So I think it's great. I think what you're doing is great. I think you should definitely keep it up. And please tell us where we can, or where people can reach you and how they can see some of your stuff.
Instagram is where I post most things. At Michael _the Pannist with 2 N's, PANNIST. I've had people take shots at me for that. It's supposed to be 1 N. Like, that's
kind of actually interesting. I think that topic could be definitely a discussion for another time. But I think I would kind of like to get to know people's opinions on whether or not it should be 1 N or 2 N. If you care, if you don't care, if it matters, or whatever. But okay, so Michael _the Pannist.
The Pannist, THE, Pannist, PANNIST.
Okay, on Instagram. And anything else? Facebook, YouTube, website, anything else coming up?
I'm working on a website and I'm working on a YouTube page.
Okay.
I'm working on all of that right now. So I have a platform to put the videos and everything out. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, thank you again for doing the show. Problem, thanks for being here and thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, enjoy.
All right.
Thank you for watching the latest episode of Pan in Motion TV. We hope you enjoy. Look out for future episodes on Sundays. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Right? Follow us on Instagram at Pan in Motion and check out our website, paninmotion.com. Peace.
Pan in Motion.